everybody, it is Calxiyn and Hunter here, and we are reacting to the RWBY Volume 9 soundtrack, Trapdoor. I'm not sure what this song is about. I think we're back at Flint's video. There were a couple different people that all, made lyric videos and stuff. Maybe it's not. Anyway, they used Art of RWBY, so I guess maybe it'll be a RWBY song.
It'd be weird if it was like a RWBY song, but they used like, I don't know, Sword Art Online art or something. But
we'll see, because I'm like, sometimes people make the lyric videos and they assign a character to a song, and I'm like, no, you're wrong. So we'll see. We'll see.
Turns out, Worthy was about Asuna and Kirito.
Oh my god. What?
I was trying to think if they used it really inappropriate. This is very wub-wub.
Oh, what does that mean?
It's like wub-wubby, you know?
Oh, there's a violin in here. Let's go, string section.
I feel like that's what you yell when you walk into a music store. Like, woo, yeah. Violin, what the fuck is good?
Or, I don't want to, talk too much over whatever the fuck is gonna happen, but, yeah, I got a song commissioned, and we'll talk about that another time, maybe.
Where did the wubs go?
And I was like, go string section, listening to the song I got commissioned. Okay, Hunter, relax. I
mean, it's pretty late.
Okay, I will say, very off the get-go, this sounds like Chatterbox, within the same world as
it has less of a kind of ethereal, ghosty quality.
Yeah.
It's more just like...
But I'm just we're back to drums and guitar and the things that make RWBY music, but the same genre type, I guess.
Maybe it would be like na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Interesting. I don't know if this is a RWBY song. Maybe.
Yeah, because it's feeling...
I think it's about... I don't know.
This feels...
I don't want to say John.
I like that guitar.
I kind of think it might be about John.
Oh yeah, because he was kind of a trap for a while.
And he was alone.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know. I'm thinking, let me cook. Let her cook. Because RWBY does have Red Like Roses part 2. See, because John's appearance changed.
Yeah.
I'm like a John Trapdoor truther? I don't know.
This feels like, it could be either of them because it's both of them kind of relieve hope. So I feel like it'd be applicable. That feels more like RWBY the chosen one. Yeah.
But Jean did he's the hero of the story. He's the rested knight.
Maybe.
So I don't know.
It could work.
I want to see what our Jean believers think about it.
Jean believers. Hey, you Jean heads.
If you guys don't know, there's someone on Twitter called Gear Bear Arc or Gears of War, and they are a big Jean fan. So I only trust them for quality Jean analysis. So I'm gonna look and see. They think Quiet is a Jean song. Okay, interesting. They don't have any tweets about Trapdoor, so I don't know. So maybe Quiet is the Jean song? I don't know. There's some sussy, suspicious things in here that make me interested.
I think it's applicable to RWBY.
Oh yeah, it is, for sure.
It could go either way.
But Unfold is a very funny dialogue in the context of the Paper Pleasers.
But
the great
below,
unfolding?
falling, so that could also be her. She was also eaten by the tree, and she was frozen in a dark moment. So.
But Jean was also frozen too, in the sense of.
Well, he wasn't literally RWBY was quite literally frozen in a tree.
No, but I mean, see, the clock, kind of threw him in a frozen time. You know what I mean? Nothing changed. He made sure the village was the same.
Well, that didn't. Okay, maybe. Well, time still progressed.
Right, but he made sure that everything never changed. I don't know, it could be both of them for sure. I see how it applies to RWBY.
Oh wow, that went by quick. That didn't feel very chorus heavy.
No. I don't know about that one. I think we have to listen to it again. I got excited when I heard the strings and they kind of went away.
It lacks ho-hees.
That's it. I'm grateful for that. That's the only thing I'm grateful for.
They replaced the ho-hees with wubs.
Yeah, I got a little excited when those violins or whatever, when the strings came in, but they promptly left. They got up and the orchestra left. Oh dear. Okay, I guess it's just because I'm not a very dubstep person either.
Neither am I.
That's maybe part of it. I don't know.
Like the electronic music I listen to.
I don't like the electronic effects because they just sound so fake, and that's a point. But like,
not ones with wubs. You know, I'll listen to Daft Punk. Yeah, I'll listen to something with the synthesizer. That metal is very like locomotive. That I really like that. Because that feels like it's like Ruby wanting to walk away
for the fight. Yeah, because that's what the blacksmith tells her. You can hang up who you were. But I also feel like it could be Jean. Because he could walk away from the village. Every morning he wakes up and does the same thing. He could just let it all go down, but he can't.
But he doesn't want to walk away, and this is her contemplating her wanting to do that.
That's true. Like, fight the urge to stay. Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like, I think it's interesting if it's also Jean. I don't know. Not to make everything about Jean. I don't even like Jean that much. I'm just saying, when I listen to that, my first thought is like, every day he wakes up and he could let the village go down, but instead he has this crazy list of everything he needs to do to keep the plates
including
spinning all the time.
help Kira with her homework.
Yeah. And I think this is interesting. This is interesting for Ruby because it's like, you don't need me because I can't fight. You don't see how I'm actually feeling. You know what I mean? But I also think it's interesting for Jean in terms of the idea that like they don't need him because he's a failure. You know what I mean? Like, he couldn't save Alex, he couldn't save Lewis, he couldn't get past the door, like he couldn't go with them. He was poisoned, like, you know what I mean? So I wonder if it's also about just the burden of Jean, like he recognizes he's a knight in the story.
Maybe.
And then it all just kind of goes sideways. He can't get past, see, when it said I can't get past the door, the first thing I thought of was like the cat trying to go through the door, like the tree and everything.
I mean, it might not be a literal door.
But it may be a metaphorical door.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So that's why I was like, is this a Ruby song? But I think this makes sense with Ruby too. Yeah. But also Alone in the War could still be
Yeah, I know.
He was alone. Right? I like the I am the trapped, like the intervals that it
does kind of feel like they're falling.
Yeah.
It does work.
That's a nice little effect right there. In a song that otherwise I would say is kind of basic, no offense, but like that was at least a little bit different.
I wouldn't say musically or instrumentally it was basic at all.
Well, it's hard to explain. It's just the same. Like, it's the same as like Ruby regular, like it doesn't feel like anything significantly different.
When are they gonna have the Ruby reggae song?
I don't know.
Or the Ruby Hootenanny Hoedown song?
I'm just saying, like it's...
They did have that one country.
By basic, I mean normal. Sure. If that means, like, you know what I mean?
A tradition.
Yeah, traditional Ruby form. But yeah, I like the idea, though, the pain is showing on John's face because he's literally old. Like, it literally aged him, right?
Yeah.
But with Ruby, it makes sense because she's like, you know... Like, she is the hope, like, you know, simple soul, all of that stuff. So that definitely, I feel like that's a Ruby. Yeah, that's a good one.
Love some self-doubt.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, Ruby was never, like, I don't know. It's hard to explain.
She's always struggling.
Oscar is the chosen one, right?
Well, Ruby was kind of the chosen one. You know, she was picked to lead her team.
But they never lean into that in terms of the idea that
I feel like
she's the chosen one in terms of a silver-eyed warrior.
Oh,
and
yeah.
all that, like, you know, like, I don't know. They never really leaned into, like, Ruby, you have silver eyes, so you are particularly the chosen one as opposed to like your teammates. You know what I mean?
I mean, because I feel like it's not a chosen one narrative.
Well, it's not. That's the point.
Yeah, but it is you are the leader.
Yeah, of course. So it does make it still
chosen one.
It still makes sense that RWBY would feel that way. Yeah. I just sort of wonder in terms of like when I see that lyric, the reason why I thought of Jean was because he is the rusted knight that he read about as a kid, and he doesn't. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's not a hero. He's never been uniquely gifted. Like, he cannot play the hero in the story. So I think it works for both of them. Like, it's a good lyric for RWBY, like Silver-Eyed Warrior baggage, but it's also, I don't know, I feel like that's an interesting lyric for Jean as well. And it's also that the elements of faith and stuff is specifically in Cold, which is about Jean losing Pyrrha, and then also, like, I guess on a meta level, like, Monty's death, right? So, like, even though that's been incorporated in, I don't know, like, other RWBY songs, usually, like, I don't know, like, what I'm thinking of when they've talked about, like, faith specifically, it's been more about, like, coping with grief in terms of, like,
well, this is a song kind of about grief, but not
that's why I wonder if it's, like, is Jean the one losing faith? I mean, RWBY loses faith as well, but that's why I wonder, like who's the song about, right? Like, that's why I wonder if it's also, like, Pyrrha kind of bestowed this unintentionally, this, like, I died so you could live, right? So I can't, you know, I have to keep going for Pyrrha, but how am I supposed to? But RWBY has that same guilt too, so yeah, it's kind of, could be either of them, you know what I mean? I do think floor and door is a little bit like, what is the floor? The dance floor? Like, I don't know, like, I think that's a little bit of a, like, to be, I don't know, to be, like, too nitpicky, maybe I would say bored to, reference the chessboard. Like, you know what I mean? I try my best to leave the board and door, like, instead. It's not a perfect rhyme,
it's not an amazing rhyme, either
but
way.
Floor is weird, because what?
Like, get off the floor?
But, like, that you're on the floor, or is it floor, like, battle, like, dance, like, is it supposed to be, like, in terms of, like, dance floor, like, the battleground, or is it supposed to be, I'm lying on the floor and I can't get up?
Maybe instead of leave the floor, I'd get off the floor?
That would have made more sense to me, that you're on the ground and you literally, like, you can't, because when it said leave the floor, I was reminded of, like, Checkmate, you know what I mean, in terms of how they talk about, like, the chessboard. And so that's why I was like, what are they talking about, the floor? So yeah, maybe that would have helped me. Yeah, I'm kind of like, what? This doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean?
Excuse me. It's a very exciting song.
Yeah, I know. I'm the one who's boring with my...
That's not true. I just go all the time. I hate it.
Yeah. But, like, War and Door is a good one. Floor, though, I don't know about that.
I mean, the whole trapdoor is a metaphor of, like, I'm worried I'm going to take down people who close to me.
Which is really good.
I like it.
And yeah, I kind of like, we get this interesting, like, you know, bridge thing.
Yeah, I guess you'd say a bridge.
Yeah. See, this is why I'm also like, Jean was poisoned and you see that his eyes are open but he can't move. Like, he's like paralyzed, so that's the other thing that I was thinking of, like when Alex poisons him. But you're right, frozen like in the tree, like, you know what I mean? And then she's frozen when she's fighting and she thinks she sees Salem and Cinder's face on the Jabberwocker. So I think that all makes sense. Like, it makes sense as a RWBY song. Maybe I'm trying too hard to put some Jean in here, I don't know. But I see how it could be both of them. They both have a burden of, like, the people that died for them that they can't disappoint. But yeah, I like how it gets quiet here.
It really goes interesting places. Like, it has, like, the wub-wubby dubstep dance stuff, and then it has, like, that kind of very somber
It's weird, though,
piano outro.
Where it gets interesting
and it has
is in the
bits.
part where the lyrics aren't there. Like, you know what I mean? Which is strange because when the lyrics are playing, it just sounds like a regular RWBY song. When the intro and the outro was playing, it sounded like it was going to be different. So I feel like so far
it does kind of switch it up on you a bit.
Like, I'd have to look again, but I feel like that this is the weakest one in terms of being anything special. That's not to say it's bad, but like Chatterbox and Checkmate, I think were like, ooh, that's like a standout. Like that's really special compared to RWBY music we already have. Whereas like, yeah, this does feel very much sort of the same. Like it sort of just feels the same. Let me see. Yeah, so like we've only listened to 4 songs so far, and so like Worthy was super different, even though I wasn't a fan of the heave ho situation.
Ho he, how dare you?
I know, but like. I would say that maybe this is the weakest song on the track.
Perhaps.
Maybe. Maybe. I don't know.
That remains to be seen.
But yeah, like, yeah, the comments are talking about RWBY. Yeah, I guess that seems to be the popular opinion, that maybe it's about RWBY.
I mean, it's one of the more emo songs.
This also feels like a Jean song.
Yeah.
Especially since it plays after Team RWBY called him Not All There, and the leitmotif even has his leitmotif playing. Oh, okay. I couldn't even be the make-believe hero. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. He couldn't even be the make-believe chosen one. That would have been a nice lyric to put in there. Like, somehow, instead of just the chosen one, make-believe chosen one would have gone hard. But yeah, that's why I'm glad there's at least one person that is like a Jean Trapdoor believer. But apparently Quiet, according to the Jean fans, is an actual Jean song. So we'll go on to that one. Hope you guys enjoyed our reaction, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!